Good evening, and welcome to the Heikadelic Show. We would like to take this moment to let you know that viewer and listener discretion is strongly advised. So sit back, have yourself a nice cool drink or hot drink, and enjoy the show. And welcome once again to the Heikadelic Show.
You better subscribe to Pine Tree Line Outdoors, and here's why. Have a look. It's been an incredible time. Aubrey Falls. Why are we here? What is this abomination behind us? Okay.
Hey, what's up? So another week. So people listening, welcome people on Twitch and Indie Rock Radio and Montreal. I've got some special guests in tonight, Stephanie and Derek, who are super fans and tune in every week on our socials. So welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, Derek's pointing upward. So something is amiss. So George is having internet problems today, and he's all set and loaded for his trivia, but he's gonna do his best to get in and on. So he'll pop in. Then Mr. Heiko, our fearless leader. He can explain maybe what happened, but he had a little tumble over the weekend, and so he's gonna say hello from the hospital. And thank goodness he's all right. I understand he got a bit of a smashed up shoulder and punctured lung, and the list goes on. But he can talk about that. So yeah, we have an interesting show. So we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight, and oh, wow. We've got a lot of people on already, so that's great. So I'm going to open up the chat. If you guys want to ask questions, whatever, go right ahead. So let's kick it off. We're going to say hi to Heiko because he's on some pretty strong drugs, so we're not sure how long we can poke fun at him.
How's it going, Heiko?
How's it going, folks?
How's them drugs, buddy?
They're good when they kick in.
What did you say you were on? Laudanum or morphone?
No, hang on. Come on, Stephanie, you know what this is. Brain's not working.
Oh, that's
Are you
okay.
taking pills or is it going through the IV?
They were doing IV, but now I'm getting orally.
So
what are you getting orally?
Yeah.
No, not hydromorphone. Starts with a B or a D. Dilaudid. That's the stuff. Yeah.
That's the good stuff.
Good stuff. Yeah.
And it's oral, right? You're getting oral?
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay.
I know what you're doing. You're trying to make me laugh, right?
I am.
Now, laughing hurts me very much.
Okay.
Yeah, at least you're not getting it anally.
This is solemn kind of.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
Even sitting up in this position isn't comfortable, but I'm
so
doing
if
it
they
for
try
my
to
fans.
give it to you anally, it's not the nurse.
No.
No?
Not. No.
Oh.
His name is what's his name?
My name is Finn, and I will.
Okay, so anyway, what happened? Give us a
Philip
little.
McCracken.
So you fell
That's
out
it.
of a treehouse or a barn?
Yeah, kind of.
Or
Kind of. I was in a
okay,
barn,
you were
and
in a
I
barn.
fell. I fell a whole story
Ooh,
Would you
down.
ever in the haymow, or you walked in and fell through the floor?
No, I fell. I went through the floor, but I was in the second story, and I fell down to the first story.
Yeah,
I landed on my back.
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Question
So like
is
a drop door type thing, right? One of
Yep.
those.
Yep.
Yeah. I've seen it a million times. I grew up on a farm, right? So you
Yep.
walk in, and that's where you throw your hay down and stuff. And yeah, if somebody leaves the door open, you walk in, and poof, you're down.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Awesome.
So are the weed plants okay? That's all I need to know.
Yeah. It's all good.
All right.
All that's good. All that's good. Nothing's been affected there.
Hey, I'll take care of them for you if you want.
Yeah,
Would you?
we'll
Oh
go
yeah,
up.
for sure.
Oh,
Derek and
Yeah.
I
you're
will
such a
go up after
sweetheart.
the show.
Hey, not a problem. Not a problem.
Yeah,
We'll talk about
That's why
percentage later.
I can't wait to get home because I'm going to get on all that stuff when I get home. I got a box of brownies waiting for me.
Oh, there you go.
You want me to bring you
Yeah.
some butter?
I got butter too.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've got.
I cook my eggs
Yeah.
with it in the morning. It's awesome.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I got to
Do
try
you
that.
really?
Yeah, man. Like Saturday morning, I'll wake up and I'll like put a like nice couple chunks of butter on my eggs and a little bit of
Nice.
toast.
Yeah. That's what I did. I made a sandwich with my butter and I was like,
And then
wow, this is awesome.
then my girlfriend's like, "You're stupid all day." I'm like, yeah.
Wow, Saturday mornings at Derek's. All right,
Yeah.
I'm there. After lockdown, I need an invite. Cool. So Heiko, so you were in a barn. So you landed on your back, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I
And
didn't
so-
bang my head. Thank God. No head injuries.
No, I don't notice any different. So,
Yeah.
but you broke up your shoulder. You said.
Yeah.
Shattered.
What's it called? No, something.
Clavicle.
Christ. I can't remember anything anymore. Maybe I did bang my head. Specular something. Specula.
Okay.
Whatever. It's a shoulder bone.
Scapula.
That's it.
scapula?
Scapula. Yeah. I shattered that, and 2 compression fractures in my spine, 2 fractured vertebrae in my spine, a partially collapsed lung, and 9 broken ribs.
Wow.
9. Wow.
9. Yeah.
Oh, there's Keisha saying, "I love you, Dad."
Yeah.
I love you
Aw.
too, Keisha.
Nice to see your face.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what she did? She did the most amazing thing the other day. She came down here with Alana, but only Alana's allowed in. So Keisha made me a basket with a bunch of little books and snacks and all kinds of stuff in it, right, for me.
Yeah.
And she did the outside window thing at the hospital. She was down on the sidewalk waving and giving me hugs.
Nice.
Yeah, it was so cool. So cool. Love you too,
Yeah,
girl.
I mean-
that was awesome. That was really awesome.
Well, if you need anything, give me a buzz. I've been itching to take the Beamer out for a nice long run. So
Yeah, but then I can't go
Need a
for a
foot
boot
massage?
net.
no, I guess you can't, but
So you
I
have
can
to come up
probably-
another time.
yeah, we can definitely do that.
Yeah.
So what about your legs? Are your legs okay?
My one leg's all screwed up.
Like
I tore
broken or-
all the tendons. No, nothing broken, but I tore all the tendons in the leg.
Ouch.
Um,
And you
so
need
it's
surgery on that or what?
no, I don't need surgery. It needs to heal. There's that long nerve that goes all the way down your leg.
Oh yeah, that
Um,
one, yeah.
Sciatic?
Sciatic, yeah. It's really
Yeah.
messed up. So that leg's bad.
Yeah.
I can put
quite
weight on it
painful.
and stuff like that, but I can't lift it or move it a certain way. It's just woo.
Yeah, you might find it uncomfortable on the motorcycle for a while, but if you're gonna
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of my issues. I can't get on my bike for a while.
well
That
this
really
this
sucks.
You're
this
gonna have to
lady
work on your
my-
core muscles.
Oh yeah, core. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
Speaking
land
of
on your
core,
back?
yeah,
Ouch.
I was
I
pretty
know,
lucky, they
you
say.
broke your back. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing, a lot of them, one of the doctors and a couple of nurses say, "Oh my God, you're a tough bastard." And I go, "Why?" Because I described to them what happened, right?
Yeah.
Well, when I landed on my back, it knocked the wind out of me, so I was laying there for about 10 minutes.
Yep.
before I could catch my breath. And then I was like, oh my God, I hurt like crazy, right?
Yeah.
So I thought, before all these muscles go into spasm and seize up, I better go home and get in the hot tub. So I walked all the way to the other end of the barn, got changed, got in my car, drove home, got in the house, changed, and I went in the hot tub.
Yeah.
And I
And then you
didn't
went
know I
out.
had all these broken bones in my
Because
body.
you were in shock.
Yeah.
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 The adrenaline.
Yeah. And then when I got out, I just, I couldn't believe it how much pain I was in. And I just finally had to call an ambulance. I couldn't move. I couldn't get up the stair. I couldn't do anything. I was just done.
Yeah.
Sounds like your shoulder took most of the impact if you shattered it. So that was unfortunately a lucky thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just
yeah.
hoping all this stuff heals up properly because there's nothing that can be done. It's got to heal on its own, right?
Yeah, eat a
Well-
whole bunch of weed cookies, pass out, work out as much as you can, keep things
Yep.
moving.
Well, you'll have to set me up maybe with some of your baking and some of your butter.
Yeah, have a little baking party.
I'm
for
in.
Heiko. So,
Make a fondue.
Yeah.
so you're good though. We don't need to set up a GoFundMe for Heiko or something like that, no? Or we just do that anyway.
Sure, do it anyways, because I won't be working for a while, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea actually. Derek, you want to take care of that part?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Go fund Heiko.
Yeah.
Send
So-
all
From
the donations to my
Heikadelic
account.
Show. Yep.
There you go.
I'll take
you,
administration fees.
you know what?
Danny
though?
at the Country Stop Burger already said, no problem, buddy. We deliver food too. So
Okay.
Oh man, they got good fish there. They do. I just had it like last week. It was awesome.
Yeah, I saw those
I
fish
know
later.
I sent them the picture of you with your fish and chips on your lap in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Sure.
awesome.
Yeah.
So at the end of the show, someone's going to have to thank all our fans.
Yeah.
Somebody should
Phil's
be writing
asking
all the
what
names
happened. So,
Hey, Phil.
who's Tyler
Uh,
Vig? Anybody know
Tyler
Tyler
Vig. Oh yeah, I think I know who Tyler Vig is.
So he's saying for duck's sakes, you have at least 20 more years to pretend to become Santa Claus. I've got
Yep.
training. I'll show you how to practice. So I guess you have a legacy there to live
Yeah.
up to.
Thanks, Tyler. He's one of my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phil's asking what happened. So Phil,
I fell down.
Heiko had a little bit of a fall. You know what we had? So when Heiko told me that, he sounded a little groggy, a little spacey, and kind of a little. I'm thinking, well, I got to do what's right here. So I started to brand everything the Ringo Show, and just in case, But
Just in case.
I
Voice
thought,
of an angel.
exactly. Hey, you know what? Fun fact. You can actually find Voice of an Angel. I did set up a page, and I'm going to offer lessons because that's what
Really?
Why not? Why not? That's what I got skills.
And
I
which
do.
voice is it? Is it the
Yeah, something like
For only $19.99, you can come out to my class, Voice of an Angel. It's more like Voice of an Angel.
Yeah.
yeah.
He has a
So
special set of skills.
Yeah.
especially
Yo,
And
Phil.
so do you two, like Stephanie and Derek. You guys are awesome. You guys are fans that
Yeah.
have been around for a long time. You're awesome at all the trivia stuff. You got good jokes to tell. Like, I'm so glad you guys are on tonight. That's wicked.
yeah.
Wow.
They
Funny you're in
Unfortunately,
text.
you're in the hospital.
I think I have to. The minute I said you're in the hospital. Yep. We're on. So
Yeah.
it was good. No, good to see you. And of course with George, his internet's down, so he's texting me in the background, trying to get on. So
I talked to him on the
Yeah.
phone today, actually. He called me.
might have been
chatted.
just
Yeah, we chatted for a
Yeah.
while. It was nice. So he said
Yeah,
he was having trouble.
yeah. I talked to him yesterday. Filled him in. I was going to call him on Saturday, but got busy. But yeah, so I guess it would have been either just you and I on tonight, or maybe myself, which that would be dangerous. But
Well, you got these lovely fans here to help you out.
Ringo's
buddy.
rant.
Pringles rant the next hour and a half.
Yeah.
But
Just
no, that
give
was
it her.
great. I reached out to Stephanie, and she's absolutely, and then of course Derek, and I figured, yeah, it would be great to just have a chat. You guys participate, and you're really part of the show anyway, so I'd probably give you the access every week if you wanted. But
Oh, thanks, man.
yeah,
Thanks.
all good.
Well, I don't know if I want to
Um,
look at his face that much.
And you were the first ones I asked too. I asked,
Yes.
and I actually had a guest lined up, but thought, well, no, that'd be for another time. So,
Okay.
So Hike, how you feeling? Are you gonna stick with us a few minutes, or are you gonna?
I'm gonna try and hang in here for a little bit longer. I'm just in
Yeah, don't
quite a
push
bit of
it, man.
pain.
We want to get you
but
back in the real world.
and you know what the
Right?
problem is?
Yeah.
They don't serve beer here.
No.
Oh no!
But you,
Hey, tell them you're an alcoholic and you can get beer in there. And if you
yes.
have a
Really?
private room, you can get friends to bring you beer in.
Well,
I do have a
actually,
private room.
Well,
They
then you
have-
can. We got to sneak you beer in.
Yeah,
Hey, send me a
okay.
message. Tell me what hospital you're at. I'll come and visit you.
Yeah.
I'll bring it to the window, and I got a
Yeah.
glass cutter.
There you
Okay.
go. Easy peasy. No, but when I was a youngster, I did volunteer work up at Laurentian Hospital. Remember that, Steph, up in Sudbury?
I do.
Oh, wow.
On the terminal floor. So I can't remember how long I did that, but it started off as like school credits or something, and then it ended up I stayed around. But I I had 2 floors that were like basically terminal, and they had a guy in there that they every night for dinner he would get a beer, like a 50 Labatt's
Oh,
50.
for sure. When I was a nursing student, part of our bedtime routine was giving out cocktails for sleep. We didn't give as many sleeping pills. We used to give out a shot of brandy or a shot of vodka.
Wow.
Nice.
What? How
Oh.
long ago was that? Like probably when I was a kid, right in the 70s.
Look,
You were
Yeah.
a baby.
Yeah.
That was 1985, 1986.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's not that long ago, really.
no.
It just shows that I'm getting old.
Keisha,
Thank
you should have put a beer in my basket. That would have been
Yeah.
awesome for tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. A beer in your basket's better than a bee in your bonnet any day, right?
Something, yeah, right on.
Bottle in front of you is better than the frontal lobotomy any day, right?
That
Put
too.
it in a
yeah.
water bottle.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yep.
Hey,
That water bottle
Uh,
looks like pee.
fun fact, a few years ago, I was on a plane with somebody who insisted that they had to bring the vodka home. They actually put it, and I don't recommend this. Okay, this is not but they put it in a water bottle that it's got the little koozie on it, and it's
Mhm.
for working out and stuff like that, full of
Right.
vodka. And we go through customs, and excuse me, what's it, you like your bottle? It's full. Oh well, I'm diabetic and I need. Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
That was it. Bottle of pure vodka.
Nice.
Oh my god, that's crazy. So Aaron Brunel is saying, "Get well soon, bud." And Phil, of
Thank you,
course, said,
Aaron.
"Get well soon."
And Phil, thank you.
And
I'm hoping
then,
to, but I hear this is going to be a long recovery.
yeah,
Well, it's
Well,
all time, right?
yeah. And you know what?
Yeah.
You know what the benefit is, Heiko? I mean, depending on what's going to go on with the healing and everything, we could reach out to Elon Musk and his bio business and see if we can load in some,
Nanobots.
yeah.
Yeah.
Get some nanobots to fix you up and start
Now you're
doing the
talking.
robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Elon. Oh, jeez. I will go to
Yeah,
Mars.
he's amazing.
There.
Oh,
Keisha's
yeah.
getting shit from Tyler because she didn't put a beer in the basket.
Well,
Ugh.
Next
And if
time.
you really want to
Um,
sneak, you want to sneak some booze in, you just put it on Ziploc bags and tape it to yourself.
Yeah, there you go, and it'll look like
Wow, it
Never
sounds
done
like
that
you've
at a
done
concert.
this. Sounds
No,
like
but
you've
it'll
done
look
this
like-
before.
no, but
Well,
wait
okay.
a minute. Take
We
it
used
up
to
a
have-
notch.
Take it up. No,
Get a
Go ahead, go
cloth bag and fill it with beer, right? And just kind of
Wow, you
reverse
guys
the
just
movement.
did the letter Kenny thing where they both talk at the same
Yeah.
time.
How do you?
No, when we were younger, we used to do drinking and driving was a little bit more acceptable back then. So we used to always go into clubs, and one guy would say he was the DD for the night, right? And he'd always have a flask or something taped to him, like as I said, a Ziploc bag and Jack, and just order pop all night and fill it up, right?
Yep.
So that's what we did when we were younger. I wouldn't do that anymore because that's very illegal and bad, and
Yeah.
you got to tip
we
your
don't-
waitress.
I
Yeah.
always did
Exactly.
the wine skins. I
Yeah,
was the guy that
did
brought
that
the wine
skiing.
skins in to the concerts and all that stuff because they'd frisk you. So
Yeah.
I'd have a 20-ounce wine skin in
Yeah.
the arm of my leather jacket, one on each
Oh, that's
side.
so
And then
cool,
the
yeah.
40-ounce one was down my pants with the neck up the front. And it's funny. No, seriously. Some people would
Hung
kind
like a
of look,
donkey.
but nobody ever said anything, right? It was hilarious. So I bought in 80 ounces of whiskey to concerts.
Yeah.
It
That's
was
awesome.
awesome. Yeah. So we had lots to
60
drink.
pounder and a half.
Yeah.
No, you take the Ziploc
10, 20.
bag to your leg and you run the tube up to your waist and you just tell them you have a catheter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Catheter.
It's for medical
that's your
reasons,
bag.
completely.
Boy,
and then that
Yeah.
tube runs as a straw and totally convenient.
Yeah. And that's when they say, how come that catheter tube is going in your mouth?
yeah. Exactly.
I'm just
There-
making sure there's no air
Like-
pockets in it.
Yeah.
Gee, sir, let me check your bag out. Oh, wow. Your cholesterol's really up because it's really foamy.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of head in that.
Oh
So,
my God.
I don't think that's the choice word though. So wow. I've got some head in my
Yeah.
bag.
Can I borrow your
Um,
Harley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phil's asking for your Harley. To clarify, Phil wants your Harley.
No.
Wants to borrow your Harley. Do you have a Harley?
Thanks.
You don't have a Harley. You have a.
Oh, hey guys,
No.
guys.
Yes.
I'm not going to be on the Harley.
Oh, hey, great idea. Lincoln time.
Oh,
Little
now that's what I
moonshine.
call a real fan.
Do, do, do.
Nice.
See that? You know what
Yeah.
that?
Nice.
You know what that means? Days of the Dead.
Days
Oh.
of the Dead. The Grateful Dead.
No, it's a big horror convention in Chicago.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
Yeah, it was
okay.
awesome. I got to meet the whole Clive Barker series, Pin,
Yeah.
and all those dudes. Who else was there? Linda Blair. A lot of people.
Jason won?
Yes, and the guy who, do you remember Dawn of the Dead and Day of Dead?
Yeah.
He was the black
The old
guy,
ones.
African American guy. That, yeah, he became the smart zombie, and ended up like with a chainsaw. I think when, well, I was talking to him, right, and it was really cool to see them because those were kind of like almost like B class horrors that became actually
Oh, yeah. Cult.
iconic. Yeah, cult for sure. And
How
so
do
I'm
you talk
talking
to a
him.
zombie?
Well, he wasn't
Uh,
he actually.
uh.
It's a good point. No, he was dressed like in a zombie thing, which was pretty simple because he wore this mechanic's coverall, and then he had he had some makeup on, and he had his weird teeth, right? Crazy grills or whatever. But the so he was telling me how he did those, and I said, dude, I mean, you must be doing okay because like those are played everywhere. They went out to video. They did best on video. Maybe they originally, I don't even know if they came out on film, but man, I'd watched it over and over again. But he said no, actually, he got paid for the shoot and never got any royalties after that.
Yeah, because
So
Wow.
they're making a $10,000 movie. Pay everybody
Oh,
$100. Not even. Here's 50
Yeah.
bucks.
so he had
Piece of
like
beer.
0 rights, and this thing went like global. But I mean,
It took 50 years.
yeah, for sure.
Uh,
I met Starbuck from Battlestar Galactica.
Galactica.
Um,
Really?
So yeah,
Nice.
he was pretty. he had some years on him, put it that way. Because I always wanted to, like when I was young, I wanted to be Starbuck, right? I was hoping, somehow aliens. I didn't want to get probed, but I was hoping aliens would kind of somehow adopt me and bring me to some kind of a place where I could be I could be a warrior, and I really wanted to, like, I was just obsessed with those colonial vipers they had, and then of
Yes.
course Starbuck would get all of the ladies, so I thought, well, that would kind of
Yeah,
be
that,
fitting
that
too.
that would be you, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean when I was, I
Well,
don't
he
know,
wanted it to be him.
older.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty young back then, but
When I was young too, I always dreamt the movie called The Last Starfighter. You remember that one?
yes,
The kid plays a video game in the trailer park,
yes,
and it's a test game put there from the government to see how good they would be at
yep,
flying a starfighter,
yep,
and he gets
yeah,
to
that
save
was
the
a
world.
great movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it,
Thanks, Robin. I'm gonna try and heal up.
hey, Robin.
Yeah,
So,
sunflower season is coming, girl.
oh, so
Yeah.
did she work on the sunflower farm?
No, but she did come up to visit last year.
Yep.
And if anybody doesn't have a summer job and wants to work, Ursula is hiring people to work at the sunflower this year. It's going to be even bigger.
Well,
So yeah,
Ringo might want to work. I don't know. I haven't worked in
yeah.
so long. I forget what a paycheck looks like.
Oh my
It's
God.
interesting too, right? When you, yeah. But yeah. I don't know. I mean, jobs like that, I kind of enjoy because you're outdoors and doing stuff, and it's physical.
Yeah. Yep.
Um, yeah. So, Derek,
Yes, sir.
any contact with your band lately? Are you guys?
Well, we've been talking a little bit. We're gonna start practicing up here. I've got like a pretty big jam room,
Yep.
so it's kind of like a little cottage. So we're gonna separate it off. So Matt, our singer, he's had a few open heart surgeries. I think 4 of them. So he's pretty cautious on getting sick because it can
Yep.
kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Besides that, it's just been a lot of practice. For a while, I gotta admit, I was slacking, just in a slump because you can't do what you love doing. And then I just recently started practicing again, and I'm loving it, getting
Yeah.
back into it. Buy a couple new things, right? And then it's like, oh, new toys. Okay, let's go play.
Yeah.
So we're going to, like, everybody's starting to get their shots now. So we're gonna probably the end of the month, the end of the month. We already there. The next week or two, we're gonna probably get together.
Right
So,
What do you play, Derek?
I play drums.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, their
Chicks love
band
the
is,
drummer.
yeah, it's Derek Six. He likes to call himself.
Derek Six.
Yeah.
Nikki's
So,
little
Heiko,
brother.
So you
you're
got
looking-
Derek 6 and you have Stephanie 8.
There you go.
Oh,
Wow.
Stephanie forever.
Yeah.
Infinity,
Wow.
bud.
There you go.
Oh, it's an and. Oh, okay. There we go. Now she turns it.
On the side of the mug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't put names up for you guys. What's up with that? Let me do this.
They were there at the beginning.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's gonna put up some.
No. I know why that's not happening. Yeah. No, they'll come back.
And look at I did this all for you, Ringo, and some
Yeah.
of our fans because they were complaining, said, Heiko, you got to change your background. There you go. What do you think?
Well, you changed your background, all right.
Yeah.
Try and top this one.
Yeah.
That's
I gotta say
hilarious.
though, it is nice to see somebody else in the hospital because I guess I like nurses or something because I'm in the hospital like every year for something.
Really?
So yeah,
Nice.
I've got like well, you can't see it too well there, but I've broke my collarbone 3 times. I've got legs, arms. I break stuff.
I saw that
Wow.
you were in you posted some picture that you were in the hospital a while back.
Yeah. The last one I fell like 10 feet on my head. I was in a bike park and I wiped out on the ramp. Things you're not supposed to be doing when you're 46, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were jumping. Oh.
But yeah, I have fun.
So Hike, I don't like you look. Are you good, or do you want to?
I'm okay for a bit. I'm starting to get uncomfortable.
Well, you know what? Are you sure? You can.
I can
Get
hang
rest
out for a
for next week.
little bit longer, not much longer.
All right. Okay. So,
So, Hike,
so Derek,
what's the best thing you've eaten?
This bag of licorice and
nice.
maybe some of the cookies I had.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say Jello.
Here, these cookies are awesome.
Yes,
Wow.
they are. They're soft.
Oh,
So, did they
is
give you that in
the
the hospital, or is that
food
just
in here?
yeah? Okay.
Like
He
my breakfast,
conveniently
I took a
froze.
taste of it. It tasted like somebody had swept stuff up off the floor and put it in a bowl.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Well,
Hospital food hasn't been good since the 70s, 80s.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I
when they gave you
understand
alcohol.
because they have to make food for so many people, and most people don't like good food. They just eat crap anyway. So,
Yeah.
right?
Well, yeah.
It's
It's
all
definitely
ordered in. It's not made in house anymore. We used to have
No.
Actually,
cooks and everything.
this hospital still has their own kitchen.
Oh,
Oh,
they have
do
their
they?
own kitchen. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I'm in Lindsay
Roll
here,
roll down there
and
and talk to the
yep,
cook.
they
Talk to
still have their own
Sandy.
kitchen. They make all
Sandy
their own
making the
food.
salads.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I must say one thing. I don't know if anyone's listening that's from this hospital, but I got here last Thursday, and the
yeah.
staff here and the doctors and like awesome,
Awesome.
awesome. I can't believe it because this hospital has a little bit of a bad rap. You know, it's in Lindsay Hospital, blah blah blah. People
Yeah.
put it down. No way, man. This is probably the nicest hospital I've ever been in as for the people go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard
Well,
nothing
that's
but
good.
good things about Lindsay.
Yeah, I just want to put that out there if anybody's listening that they're awesome here.
Good.
The
Awesome.
only
Next
thing
time I hurt myself and I'm close to Lindsay, I'll make sure I go there.
yeah, go here.
Yeah. It's usually. Well, I don't want to say usually. That's not true, but sometimes the smaller, like I know up in Uxbridge and stuff like that, the healthcare provider places, nursing homes and all that are really awesome because
Mhm.
the numbers are limited in terms of patients, so they get, I don't know if there's a ratio, but they just seem to, that level of care
Yeah.
seems to be
Well,
good.
it's
Well,
funny.
what I like.
I asked the ambulance driver, the guy that was in the back of the ambulance with me, and I said, "So which one are we going to?" And he said, "Well, we'll probably hit Lindsay." And I said, "Why? There's Uxbridge, Port Perry. You know, they're all close too, right? Aurelia." He said, "Well, Aurelia, the highway's closed, and out of the three that we can go to that are close, Lindsay's the best equipped hospital as well.
Yeah.
The equipment, the facility, everything that they have here is much better than the other two." So,
Yeah.
Well, Uxbridge is a cottage hospital, right?
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
that I've been there my whole life. I'm actually kind of lucky because the triage nurse is a friend of ours. So when I do hurt myself and I'm not sure if I should go to the hospital, I go talk to her.
Yep.
And she checks me. Yeah, Derek, you got to go.
So,
Yeah.
Heiko, have you had a sponge bath yet?
I
I'll come over and give you one, buddy.
bet you will. Bring
I'll
the
bring you a
dog
six
over.
pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find with the hospital beds though, it's like you're, they're okay for a little bit, and then all of a sudden they start getting really uncomfortable.
Well,
But
the
They make
thing
me
is, like
itch.
for me, is you're in the same position,
yeah,
right? I can't
Yeah.
just get up. I'm kind of screwed up that way. So, and the itching part is because you're laying on your back the whole time.
Yeah.
You know,
The
you
detergent.
sweat a bit here and there. The detergent in the sheets, you get a bit itchy. But I had a shower today, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So that was
Nice.
freaking awesome. Took my walk.
So
I got a huge shower right here in my room.
nice.
Yeah, they said I got the best room in the hospital. How's that work?
That's awesome. Royalty.
Yeah.
We
So they
call the
have
head.
a chair you sit on in there, and the shower's on the wand. So I did what I could,
You
and the nurse did the
The
rest.
shower's on the lawn.
Yeah, it was awesome.
do you have a TV in there, or able to do Netflix or anything like that?
Well, the TV I'm not paying for. It's stupid. It's $40 a day,
Oh,
which is
okay.
retarded.
That's
And
40 bucks
I
to
crazy.
tried,
sleep.
yeah,
A day.
I tried
Oh,
Netflix, but it didn't work. It keeps timing out.
Yep.
And the technician was here because I had them fix my light today in my room, and they said, "Yeah, that's because all the evening nurses are all on their phones. They're not doing any work.
Yeah. Heiko, what you should try and do is if you can get the internet connection there, which I guess you can.
Well, I'm using my phone right now.
Right. But go on to Netflix. But get the passcode. There's probably a one there anyway. Get the passcode.
I have
and
it.
then,
I have Wi-Fi here too. It's all free.
yes. So on Netflix, go in and download to your phone. All right, because that'll be free. But when you download them, then you can watch them offline. You don't even have to be connected.
Download
What's
to
your favorite
phone?
Netflix show?
I don't watch Netflix, so I don't know.
You haven't seen any series that you have to do Sons of Anarchy if you have a Harley. That's the one to go to.
I don't have a Harley, no. But I have all the Sons of Anarchy already. I just have to finish watching it.
It's
Right.
so good.
You like
So
it, eh?
is Alana able to come up and see you or what?
Well, she's been here on the weekend, but now she's working the long shifts.
Is she
So
allowed
it's too
in?
difficult. So I'm not gonna probably see her all week.
Yeah.
You could dress up as Alana and come in and visit me.
I could, yes. I could. I mean,
Yeah.
I could probably do that. So Keisha's saying,
For
shout
enough
out to
pain
Alana
meds,
for
it doesn't
coming.
matter, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So Keisha's saying a shout out to Alana. She's been amazing. Oh, there's Kathy. Hey, Heiko.
Hi, Kathy.
Hey, Kathy.
Hope you're well. And then,
I'm
hey,
well.
Derek.
I'm just hurting.
Nice to see you too, Kathy.
Oh, wait. We have Georgie.
Oh, all right.
Is he here?
Hey,
Hi, Georgie.
we made it.
Oh my God, he made it.
George.
The traffic was terrible.
Yeah.
Toronto
That's what Dell
traffic
used
is
to say
awful.
all the time.
Yeah. No, it's been like that all day. It's been on and off all day. It's just, I don't know.
Took the wrong turn at Albuquerque.
That's it.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. You think I'd know my way to the studio by now?
Yes.
No kidding, eh?
Heiko.
Wait a minute. That studio would be
The Atomic Ballroom.
There you go. Here we are.
yeah.
There I am. Yeah.
There you
There I am. I like that, eh? Actually, I don't know why. Okay, George, this is not I mean nothing negative by it, but for some reason, when you do your like reading a newspaper and it's like, oh, hi, or whatever. Oh, this is not fine. Yeah. So when you do that, it's like the minute you do that, I get a flashback of two things.
Okay.
Bowana Clive in Hilarious House of Frankenstein.
Okay.
And the librarian in the Hilarious House of Frankenstein.
Right.
And the Crypt Keeper. Nothing. No. You know how they kind of zoom in. The Crypt Keeper will be reading a book or doing whatever in his wingback, right? And then,
This
Bowana
story
Clive,
is about.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Well,
yeah.
Maybe it's subliminally somewhere. That's where I got it from. But I mean, every time I'm reading a book or a magazine, that's another story in itself, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then we talk about a music video. So that's what all that is, like I actually go through like things that I could talk about if I didn't put the publication down. But it's like, oh, there you are, and that's why I'd sort of do that and then put it away. Yeah. So there's all little stories in those videos that you have to, figure out one day. The grandkids will figure it all out.
I think that's cool. I got Kathy is saying hi to Stephanie Ann. So we've got fans talking to fans.
Yeah.
I think that's so cool. Everybody knows everybody. It's like we got our own little family happening here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All thanks to you, Heiko. Papa Heiko.
Thanks. And Johnny Ringo. Gotta thank
and Johnny Ringo. I know, but your name's on the board over here, right over here. There.
Yeah, of course. And
there.
It's the voice of an angel. Yeah. So, Heiko, how are you feeling? Should you?
I think I'm gonna take.
You're gonna hit that button again and Pass out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good idea. Well, hey, thanks for taking a few minutes to come on and putting everybody's mind at ease. That's good.
Yeah, I was hoping to do some trivia today with George too, but unfortunately,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
it's been a bit late. So
I think
Yeah.
I think you might be well represented.
Yes. Yeah. So the
Later
way
on.
we're going to do that actually is Stephanie and Derek are going to kind of work as a team on your part, on your answers.
Nice.
So, yeah. So you're in good hands, I'm sure.
It's
okay,
like a guest spot. It's like a guest week.
kick his ass.
Yeah.
All right,
Kick his ass.
just for you, Hike.
Yeah.
Hi, Matt. Yeah,
You guys are awesome.
We will.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Take
thanks
care,
everybody.
Heiko.
All right.
We'll,
I'm glad I could come out for a bit, and
Yeah, good.
we'll see
Yeah.
you guys next week.
Yeah.
Rest
Make
up,
sure you
Michael.
get
Take it easy,
rest
buddy.
and take your pain medicine.
That's right.
Yeah, no problem. I will be.
The sooner you get better, the sooner you can have another couple of cans of Dab beer.
You got that right.
Yeah, I know.
and download Netflix. Go in. You can download.
I have it. I have it right here on the
No.
iPad.
You can download movies to watch offline.
Oh, you can. So you can watch them later.
Yeah, exactly. So there's
so
a thing
it doesn't
called
matter.
something.
Yeah, I saw it. It says play or
Yeah.
download.
Yes, download. There you go. Download a few of them. Like before you go to bed, leave your phone out, charge it. Queue up some downloads by the morning.
Nice. Okay.
All right.
What's a good
night.
series? What's a good series? I saw one there. It's called
Peaky Blinders. You'll love it.
Oh,
What's
Peaky
it?
Blinders is really good.
Pe-
I started
Peaky
to watch.
Blinders.
Yeah.
I never even
I have
heard
a
of that.
feeling you'd like that.
It's like an Irish mafia thing, kind of, right there. I watched a couple episodes. It's and it's got the same lady from what was that chess game thing? That's an amazing. What have you guys watched the chess? The one about the chess series? No.
No.
Oh,
No.
Oh wow, you're missing.
Well, the one
like,
where the kid beats all the chess guys or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh,
Forget what it's called now.
That sounds kind of slow.
No. It's actually really good. It's just kind of draws you in, and it's a binge watcher, that one.
So it doesn't get a bit. It doesn't get a bit stalemate after a few episodes.
No,
I'm sorry, I had to do that.
That's good. That's good. Your sense of humor. I love it. Love it. Oh, Keisha's got it. It's the Queen's Gambit. Queen's
There you
Gambit. So that's the name of it, and it's really good. I guarantee it. And what else?
Okay, so Keisha, write these down. Keisha, Queen's Gambit. And what's the one that you said, Derek? Peaky
Blinders.
Peaky Blinders. Write them down, girl.
And if you're in a podcast, check out Otis Gyrie.
Yeah.
Scary stories to tell in the dark. He's awesome.
Really?
Oh, sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes he tells old stories, but he reads out stories to you, right? It's wicked. Sometimes you don't want to watch shit; you just want to hear stuff. I know.
Yeah.
I've been there once or twice, right? You just want to lie there with your eyes closed. Stuff
Otis
like that's awesome.
Gyrie.
Yeah.
So he's on. He's on
YouTube.
anywhere.
He's on any podcast, Apple, iTunes, anywhere. You can get him on YouTube. He's anywhere. Facebook.
Yeah.
He lived in LA for like 22 years doing voiceovers, and he just moved back to Canada a couple of years ago. It's out West Coast.
And if you go on YouTube, there's another guy called Michael Seeley, and he's got all these
love
relaxation.
him.
I listen to him all the time. Actually.
Oh yeah, that's my bedtime.
It's like, yes.
Yeah. Bedtime stories.
Make sure
It's a guided meditation.
Operating machinery.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, and it's it's like talk down sleep meditation. It's got all kinds of stuff. Actually, it's like finding your inner peace and all of that. So it's good. But what I've been listening to, honestly,
Astral projecting.
Yeah. Oh no, we can talk about that. Actually, we had a guest on one time that does that. But I listen to meditation, relaxation, and stress relief for dogs.
Jesus, really?
Yeah, and you wonder why he
my
chases
two
cars.
dogs right, so they'll jump up on the bed. Well, I've got foxes and I got everything out here, coyotes and wolves, right?
Yeah.
So the minute the dogs hear them, they go nuts and they're barking in the house, going crazy. But what I did was I've got my little Google thing, and I just say, "Hey Google, play this," and I get the volume just right. So they're done in like 5 minutes. They're sleeping, just snoring away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Apparently, because they
They
say
should
it.
play that for me.
Well, they could because it works well with animals, but the it says that they have statistics that it's helped 15,000 dogs worldwide.
Wow.
So
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
reggae is
deal
good
with
for dogs
anxiety.
too.
Right. Yeah. But anyway, Hike, have a good sleep, and
Get some rest.
I'll check
Thanks,
in with
guys.
you this week. All right, buddy.
Yeah.
And it was
All
good
right.
seeing our fans on. I
care.
hope we keep doing that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'll
Oh,
do my
yeah.
best.
All right. Derek's taking notes, actually. He said that,
Atta boy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Good.
We'll see you guys next time.
All right.
All right, peace, Heiko.
All right. Take
Ciao.
care.
So,
Yep.
All right.
Good
Take it
night.
easy.
Bye.
All right. Oh.
So I just got to give a shout out to Matt. That's why we were talking about earlier. That's my singer.
yeah. Yeah. Matt wasn't he on one time with you?
No, he was not. Or, yes, we were on together. I was
I
going to say he
think
was on by
Matt
himself,
sent me
but we were on
one.
together.
Hey, Matt. He does some DJing or something too, right?
No,
No?
no DJ.
One of your,
No. He does
one of
like
your-
Ringo,
Didn't
you
he do
started
some
up
kind of
Kathy's Google when you said, "Hey Google."
Oh, yeah. Did I? Hey, Google.
yeah.
Play some Mike Feely. It's probably going to start up. That's the thing, too. I was on, I've got
Hey, Alexa.
one. Yeah. Well, and what was it now? So if you're talking to somebody else who has a Google and they, it comes out over the phone, what you have to do is spend the time to do voice recognition on it. And it might eliminate that, but you could actually have two Googles in a room and,
I've had the TV commercials do that, where it sets off the Google, where they have the Google commercial and it says, "Hey Google," and my Google starts to answer it.
Well, it's pretty awesome, actually. There's so many things you can get to integrate with your house and stuff like that. If you want to spend the money and get like IP lighting and all kinds of stuff, or a thing for your, thermostat. For
I have
your
lighting
furnace.
and cameras.
Yeah, the cameras actually are pretty good too. And you can get that Google Nest video screen or tablet. You can run
we have
movies
that.
on it, whatever. And yeah, you can check your video out, right? So, but you can
And
keep
also the
adding.
thermostat too. We have that too.
Yeah.
It's
The only
cool.
thing you got to watch with thermostats is if it goes wanky, you got to have it. It has to remember like a last command or something. So if Google drops out, because you don't want your house to freeze while you're gone, right?
No. We check it on the phone all
Oh.
the time. Yeah.
I could tell you a story about that, a quick one. Anyways, I grew up on a farm, and when my parents sold the farm, they sold it to a guy, and he wanted to develop it, right? But they couldn't because of where it is. So he gave it to his grandson, who would have been in his 30s or whatever. Anyways, the first winter comes, and he decided it got too cold. That's when, I guess it would have been early 2000s, 2004, 2005. It got pretty cold, like -40 a couple weeks, and he decided to take off to Mexico, and he never filled up the oil. So we just renovated the whole place. Every toilet, every faucet, the jacuzzi, everything broke. It was awesome. Well, it wasn't awesome, but it was. Yeah.
Well, and that's definitely a thing, like people got into I know up north, they're like wood burning furnaces, right? So they're actually like out they're great, awesome, but you need a feeder for it so that you don't run into things. Or your backup should be, if you had electric baseboard
Oil.
or something. But yeah. Well,
They used to
I
have
had
oil, like my oil wood.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up with oil, and it's ran out one time Christmas Eve, believe it or not, and
Oh,
Diesel
no.
fuel.
found out that you could use diesel fuel in it, and
Yeah.
I called them and they said, yeah, we can't get to you tonight, but you can grab diesel fuel somewhere. So
Right.
Stick a couple
yeah, I
jerry
got
cans in.
So, but yeah, it's yeah, you got to watch for things like that.
Yeah.
So,
You could, especially if you have days like we've had today when nothing works, like, no Googling, no nothing,
Yep.
But I had a story like that where it was like February, it's about 20 years ago, maybe a bit more. And I was up in Aurelia, coming back from Aurelia. It's middle of February in this massive snowstorm. And Liz and the kids were away. They were up at sister's doing a family thing.
Yep.
And I came down from Aurelia on the Saturday night, and our furnace had stopped working, the gas furnace. So I thought, shit, what am I going to do? And so I phoned the emergency line, what have you, because it was really cold, right? And I phoned like whatever they would call in those days, the the gas company, and I said, well, we'll get somebody between 7 and whatever in the morning to you, because this was already like 2 or 3 in the morning. I thought, well, we had 2 budgerigars, right? And the boys had a couple of gerbils. I thought, what? So I pile everything into the front small room where we've got an actual fireplace, right? And the budgie cage is stood next to the fire, and the gerbil cages are next to it. And I lit a fire. I can't remember what was burning, but I got a fire going. And it got so hot in that room, it was absolutely boiling, right? Absolutely boiling. So I was down to I was in my underwear, like basically, because it's just so hot. I'm sweating away in that, and I'm moving them further away from everything. And I fell asleep on the couch. Anyway, Liz comes in at like 10 o'clock on the Sunday morning, and she goes, "What the hell? There's me half naked and these poor critters in the cage." So I'll leave you alone for like one night, and this is what happens.
You can see Derek's got he's got a fireplace behind him, and the thing I love about fireplaces, I grew up with them and love it, because it's as long as you're not going to asphyxiate yourself, it's a dry heat, and I can sleep like a baby. So, 1 second, guys, I just wanted to take care of something. Hey Google, play Ozzy Osbourne "Crazy Babies." Kathy's saying, "Oh, here we go again." My Google said we could go swimming to your question. Wonder if it's going to play Ozzy Osbourne now in the background.
Hey Google, tell me a joke.
Yeah. Hey Google, make some dog bark noises. Kathy's not a cat. Not that. Yeah. Anyway, so what was I gonna? Oh yeah, George, trivia.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
let's get on with that. Yeah.
And by the way, I've got set up that Gmail address for.
Oh yeah.
It's Heikadelic930@gmail.com.
So Kathy's saying stop. So okay, so so George set up for everybody who's listening, and especially our more chums indie rock radio. If you want to email in a question or anything like that, or just
I've got it. See how it goes. Yeah, I've got it up
so
here on the
what's the
screen.
email they can send it to now?
It's Heikadelic930@gmail.com. Easy peasy. Heikadelic, HEIKADELIC 930@gmail.com.
There you go.
So just like we spelled the show, Heikadelic show.
Yeah, that's good. Kathy moved her phone away. But well, I didn't know that. So thanks, Kathy. Now I can mess with everybody who has Google.
Hey Siri.
Yeah. Alexa, can you play some dance music?
Oops, I just said that and I set off 3 things in my house.
Did it really? Oh boy! Hey, I love that.
Alexa,
Oh.
play some episodes of The Champ.
Okay, so
Oh.
I'm gonna give you some. There you go.
Album backside of an album, vinyl album, because vinyl stopped at the late
Wow.
80s.
That's an interesting. I gotta say, I've never. That does not.
It's an English band because I can tell by the plugs.
The Balon connectors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no.
Oh, I was just about to try and look where your fingers are.
Yeah. That sneaky George.
It's not high voltage, is it?
You got to be quick. No.
Yeah, high voltage from AC/DC. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, that's what I
No,
was thinking.
I don't.
No,
think
it can't be. It can't be high voltage. It wouldn't be high voltage because Australia have different power as well, right?
Oh, it's Australia.
No, yeah,
Midnight Oil?
No, it is a British band. Australians have different plugs as well.
Right. Okay.
I would have to say push that a little closer to the screen and in the center.
Yeah, I'm trying to see you in the
Another way.
center.
There you go. And push it forward and down a bit. And over to the center. So
I'm taking my fingers out of the way.
No, don't worry about that. Just like let's see the center of the album because it's off screen, right? So
okay, I'm trying to avoid the glare here.
Oh yeah, okay. So hold it. Okay, little more forward.
Oh, almost.
Forward, little more. There we go.
All right, we need a clue on that one.
It's a British one, right? Well,
1978.
1978.
Yeah. Who is the recording artist?
Matt says Supertramp.
No, it's not Supertramp.
It's not.
REO Speedwagon?
They're not British.
I don't know. Yeah, I just.
What was it? What did you say? What was the first? Did you have a guess there when you said who?
I said the Who.
Kathy says Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
No, it's not. Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Is it the Who? Wait a second.
The Who.
It is. I did guess right.
Does anyone agree?
Is it the Who?
I would say
And Derek wins the trivia with the Who. All right, Derek.
Who are you?
I'm
Right.
going to tune that up a little bit here.
Good old Mooney there on his chair.
Oh.
Not to be taken away, and they did. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
it.
Foreshadowing.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
That's another one from the collection.
All right. So Kathy says you rock, Derek. So
thanks, Kathy.
Good job.
I roll too.
So George, while we're on the topic, do you have the contest questions for Heiko and I? And what we're going to do tonight is
right,
Heiko
Steph, we're going to beat him.
Represented by Stephanie and Derek. Yeah.
We have the very album here. We've got an A side and we have a B side question.
Right.
And we'll do ladies first tonight. So, Stephanie, would you like to pick the question that's on side A?
The A side, B side question from the Atomic Ballroom.
Go with A.
You go with A, okay.
Hey, you can't go with A. I always go with A.
And Stephanie's representing Heiko. Is that right?
Yeah, we're tagging up. We're tagging up.
All right. Okay. All right. This is the.
Oh, never seen Derek lose that album challenge.
I have a few times.
Yeah, not many though. Your percentage is pretty good at getting them right.
Lucky.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, could be a tough one.
See, that's the thing, Matt. If you're on, you know what, definitely participate and ask questions and stuff like that. Because
That's right.
That's the funky thing about this. I know some people that are watching all the time. They never chime in, so we don't, know you're out there necessarily. Because when I run the other stats, it's like, we've got a ton of people, but I know it's sometimes, a little bit unnerving to.
Some people are shy.
Yeah, but we're not going to heckle you much.
All right.
Okay,
So, the only thing, it's a bit unfair, isn't it? Because you've got you two and Stephanie's out on her own.
And they're both
And
pretty
she's
smart.
never.
Like,
She's never.
Stephanie and I are Heiko.
Oh, you both
Ringo's all
Heiko.
by. Yeah.
Ringo's
Ringo's on his own.
All right. Okay. That's
Yeah.
okay,
so the way-
so the way we're going to do this, to be fair,
right.
is to be fair.
Yeah.
So what we'll do, I'll put myself in the green room, and you guys can deliberate. Not that matters. Actually,
it doesn't matter. We'll just what do you think?
No, it doesn't
it's your
matter.
question, not mine, anyway. So I can't
It's-
really influence you at all, right?
No.
So
Okay. We'll try not to. But the score, as it stands at the moment, it's Ringo's got 10. Ringo is 10, and Heiko is 11. Right, so it's 11-10 in Heiko's favor. So this is again as usual, not as usual, but about vinyl albums here. It's about best-selling albums, million-selling albums of particular artists. Right, so Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits album, which is best-selling album, and it sold 5 million copies worldwide. 5 million.
That it?
Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits sold 5 million. Okay. Now, Aerosmith's Greatest Hits, did it sell more or less copies than 5 million worldwide?
I'm going to say more.
More, yeah.
More?
Because it's still selling, and Bob Dylan's isn't. Unfortunately, but that's.
Okay.
All right. Way to go, Stephanie.
Aerosmith's Greatest Hits has sold 11 million so far. So more than double.
I think.
All right. So it's now Ringo 10, Heiko 12.
Yeah.
So here we go with the.
Yeah, but when you look at how he started this, right? It was Heiko had what, a lead of about 8?
4.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know if it was 4. I think it was
a big lead, though.
quite a lot. I think it was more than 4, but
no, it wasn't. I've got the track record here.
Well, it's not more.
And bloody hell, follow the bloody rules.
Bollocks. All right, so yeah, but he had a lead of about I think 9 or 10. But anyway, yeah. So I just said, "Heiko, come on, just
I was have to give it like handicapping you with a 10 below whatever. Yeah.
But
yeah,
yeah,
so it was 29 really. Come on.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I got 4 of Ringo's.
Yeah.
Right. There you go. You did too. That's true. That is in fact. So if I decide like maybe I'll just take one for the team so that when Heiko comes back, he's got a little bit of a buffer because he did probably knock his head a little bit, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. This is usually the longest question you could ever imagine. This question can last till the end of the
show.
Should get an answer. More or less get an answer from the Ringo. All right. So sticking with best-selling albums, an artist's best-selling albums, the Beatles' best-selling album is the White Album, the double album, right?
Yeah.
The one with the Revolution on and all those.
The Beatles, you mean?
The
Yeah.
Beatles. The
Beatles.
Beatles. From Liverpool. Yeah, we're from Liverpool.
I've never heard of them.
Liverpool.
No. Liverpool.
Oh,
Yeah. I used to do a lot of work in Liverpool. Yeah.
Didn't Elvis play for them?
We all live in a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine.
There you go.
Yellow
Actually,
submarine.
Elvis is like top of the charts when it comes to the best-selling album ever. Believe it. Well, not believable. Well, anyway, the Beatles' White double album has sold 19 million copies worldwide. Okay. 19 million.
Yeah.
The Eagles' Greatest Hits 1971 to 1975, has that sold more or less copies than 19 million?
I'm gonna just be quick on this one.
Makes a change.
Well, hang on a second. What year was that?
Here we go.
Between
The
19
Beatles would be 68, 69, I think.
Okay.
68, I
Well,
think.
I was born
one
in.
came out.
Okay, so let's look at this. So
Well, this
I was
is
born in
classic history. You should know
67.
these things.
Yeah, I was born in 67. So when I was a year old, I was cranking up the. Yeah, I can't say I'm a Beatles fan. I've acquired a little bit of a taste, but these aren't even coming from my genre.
We'll have to go back.
As he's Googling it right now. Look at him. Look at him down there.
Every week.
My hands are here. Okay, wait a minute. Kathy's got her Google on. Hey Google, did the Eagles sell more albums
Look
than
at
the
these
White
delaying
Album?
tactics, these stalling tactics we get every week.
Here are my hands right here.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm
My
gonna
hands.
take a risk here, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna say that the Eagles sold more. So there you go.
You're going to say
More
the
than
Eagles.
19 million. Yeah.
You reckon?
Are you sure?
You reckon the Eagles' greatest hits, 1971 to 1975, sold more than the Beatles?
Okay.
Greatest
All right.
band ever.
You guys,
Don't listen
you
to me. I might be tripping you up there. I might be messing with you.
No, all right. No, I get it. It's the Beatles. Okay.
Are you sure now?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Stephanie's Googling it right now. Oh, wait a minute. You guys are all messing with my head.
That's
No,
the
I'm
idea.
going to say, no, seriously, though, I have to say that, no, the Eagles, actually.
The Eagles. All right. The Eagles. Go with the Eagles. Have sold more than 19 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Eagles' greatest hits, 1971 to 1975, has sold 38 million.
Yeah, that was the best lineup. In
double.
fact, I'm gonna say that I was watching a documentary recently about that, and I remember them saying it was almost like around 30 million anyway. But as far as the time period, I'm not I'm not a fanatic that way, but yeah, good. So Heiko still has, so he's got now 12.
12, yeah, and
I
you've
have
got 11. Yeah.
Okay, well,
We didn't let you down, Hike.
You actually hadn't scored for the last 4
Yeah.
weeks, have you? I had like 4 zips here for the last 4 weeks. So that's good.
So
I kind of figured it was the Eagles because of the song Desperado.
Oh, okay.
Desperado.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. Desperado.
Voice of an Angel. Any excuse.
Yeah.
Why don't you come to your senses? You've been out riding fences.
Yeah.
So long. Glenn Fry, I am not.
Actually, you know what we should do some night? We should do like I
It's
know
the biggest karaoke hit, man.
Yeah, we could do Stephanie's an ace at karaoke, right? I remember
I sing for the deaf and strip for the blind.
Hey, you want to hear something funny? Snoop Dogg, okay, I heard he's been given, it was a lot of money, like, I don't know, it was like 10 million or something to do voiceovers of porn, or not, sorry, voiceovers. No, but to be descriptive, like your guy that tells horror stories and narrate, yeah, exactly, porn for the blind. And that I heard that about 3 months ago, and I'm like, wow, because Snoop has a wicked, he's just got that laid.
He's got his own vocabulary.
He does.
I would want James Earl Jones.
What's that?
I want James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones, yeah. There you go.
Doing porn.
Or Barry White.
Very white.
Well, Barry White did he? That was perfect, wasn't
it? Or something. Yeah, something like deep and like.
Yeah.
And then they entered the hotel room.
That's it.
They didn't look at the brown manila bag and the
Yeah.
That sounds more like a Gimp movie or something, like whatever, like a bondage sequence. That's scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. How did we get on that topic, George?
Which you mentioned, you brought it up. You said Snoop Dogg because Stephanie strips for the blind and
oh yeah,
Six of the
that's
Dead,
right.
and you said that's how that went.
Yeah, for sure. But I think it's noble. I think it's great. It's definitely
What's stripping for the blind?
It is.
It's a noble thing.
I'm amazing at
right.
Braille.
No, because I actually love listening to, like I said, YouTube at night. I'll find like listening to a story or something's really cool. But I've been bombarded with anxiety tracks for dogs. But it's definitely neat because if you have an overactive mind, which a few people I know do, including myself, it kind of gets you into this focus, right? So, but yeah, I could listen to some Snoop Dogg porn, I think it'd be cool.
Snoop Doggy Dog.
Wacka wacka.
Did you connect that to that?
That was Atomic Dog, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Atomic Dog. Yeah.
That was
George Doggy Dog in the Atomic
George
Bar.
Clinton. Yeah.
You should call
In the Funkadelic.
Yeah.
We
Brilliant.
could call George. George, you should change your name and you could be like the
George
Atomic.
Diggler.
And the Atomic. Oh, yeah.
I've got the whole outfit for it. Look.
Dirk Diggler.
Oh, there you go, Bert.
There you go.
George
He
Reynolds.
he looks like Jeremy. Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, Ron Jeremy. John Holmes.
No,
Anyway.
no, he's got the Burt Reynolds thing going on for sure. I wouldn't say Ron Jeremy. I mean,
I've heard that a lot actually down the years.
Right now, you don't want to be Ron Jeremy. He's kind of in a little bit of trouble.
I didn't back then either.
Yeah, no kidding. But fun fact,
The king of cunnilingus.
Yeah,
I was in the Science Center in Toronto, and they had the Science Center or the no, it wasn't Science Center. It was the other place. I think it was the ROM. Anyway, they had the exhibit, the human. Where you see all of the
Body
cadavers,
World.
Sliced up humans.
Body World.
Yeah. So I saw
Awesome.
that. And I first I was a little bit reluctant to do it because I thought, maybe I wouldn't. I don't know. I thought my moral compass was like on and is like, yeah, this is just wrong. But when I saw it, I thought, wow, this is brilliant. But anyway, so the exhibit was there, and then I hear that Ron Jeremy's down the hall in some kind of little alcove thing doing an interview, which had nothing to do with the exhibit, right? And so I'm like, so I go running down the hall to see, and he just so I guess
Wonder what his breath smelled like.
I don't. Oh my god!
I've actually done a couple of gigs in the ROM.
I was going to say that
fantastic.
too. We played a Halloween thing in the ROM.
Right.
Did you get the pass, George, where you can walk around and they're like, you can't go there, and you go, ha. They're like, okay, yeah, come on in.
That's right. Yeah. And it's just when you finish it at night and the place is empty and you're wheeling your gear out past like all these exhibits, and it's fantastic. One of the really kind of surreal experience to do.
It's your own night at the museum, right?
It is.
Yeah, it's like that. It's kind of really odd because you've been there when there's people around, and now there's just you and a security guard maybe somewhere in front of you or wherever, and you're like looking at all this stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Hauling your gear out, and it's just fantastic.
Yeah, you're not allowed to lie with the mummy. I got the badge.
That's
okay,
right. That's right.
Yeah.
And I've played the art gallery as well. AGO, I play there as well. That's another great because, like during dinner, I just went looking at all the paintings. You just got the place to yourself on a Saturday night at 8:00. It's brilliant.
Yeah, beautiful,
fantastic. Yeah.
So, what was I going to say now? Oh yeah. So they have, they used to have these things where they would have these kind of sleepovers at the ROM, right? I think it was for kids, but I think that would be brilliant. Honestly, I'd like to do like a ghost hunt kind of thing, right?
Mhm.
Where you're going,
Yeah.
because you have mummies in there, and
Yeah.
you
The
know,
other thing I used to do a lot, I mean, this is not to do with work, but because like James, like my youngest son, he was at school and have these day trips to the zoo, the art gallery, the museum, all kinds of places, right?
Yeah.
And they always wanted adults, parents to like, because there'd be a busload, a classroom of kids for one teacher. So they used to like ask for volunteers to come along on these trips. And I was, because I was doing nothing during the day, I was working at night. So I
Sure.
signed up for everything. And I'd be like on the school bus with a bunch of kids and the teachers and whoever, and like that, and like a chaperone for these kids. I'd have like 8 or 9 kids for the day that I had to look after, I would go to
Yeah.
the zoo, spend a day at the zoo, for
Yeah.
free. It was great. Loved it. The day.
Look at the monkey throwing poo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm in
look
for
at
that.
the
I'd go, yeah,
naked,
I'm up for that.
naked mole rats. They're actually naked.
Yeah. Oh,
So
the
yeah,
monkey
when
house,
my
yeah.
daughter talked about the naked mole rats, I thought she said the naked mall rats, which I've seen a few of those too. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Used to hang out with them.
yeah. Well, I mean, oh gosh, I don't know why this popped into my head, but okay, I'm just gonna pass over that one because it's just
really.
speaking of naked
It's
mole
yeah.
rats,
If you're
Some
gonna
things
pass
you got to
that,
keep
it's gotta be
inside.
bad.
yeah, sometimes. But with not to get into the whole COVID thing, but the lockdown right now, I mean, malls and obviously a lot of that or all of it's closed. I'm not really sure if you can go into a mall, but the big chains and stuff like that, they've actually got things wrapped, and you got to
Yeah.
go there for like essentials, right?
Yeah.
So
Even like the dollar store, the dollar stores, it's like the one aisle is, there's barbecue things, stuff like that. And there's like a little sign saying, due to the government rules, blah, blah, Ontario government rules, you can't buy them. You look across the aisle and you can buy stuff. It's just crazy. And you go
yeah,
around another aisle.
but it's very difficult though, and I guess it's not essential because I bought this dune buggy thing. I'm trying to, actually I got it running and everything, but I wanted to get some new spark plugs and new belts. And you think it's so hard to do that? Like I need
Yeah.
to be able to see the product, So I did my best to order online, and just going to take a chance, and then I'm going to bring the cart dune buggy over to Derek's place, and we're going to just take it for a test drive, right?
Right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, it's a 2-seater too, so if you don't mind dying in it, it'll be.
It
Yeah,
looks like it's
thinks
got
he's
race
been
seats and a roll bar. I'm good.
Yep, yeah, it does actually, full race seats, roll bar, and yeah, it's pretty neat.
5-point harness.
Yep, 5-point.
Whoa.
So yep.
What do you have to worry about?
You're all bundled in, and nothing really,
Hans
unless
device. Way you go.
if your arm flails out, it'll be all busted up like Heiko's. But no, it's good. 600 cc, so it's gonna rip.
Oh, see, that's your problem. You got to get a Busa. Get the the biggest motor you can get. And,
I don't know if I'm gonna keep it though. I was just gonna paint it red and sell it. That's my COVID business right now. It's flipping. But
okay.
yeah, I'm anxious to get that one rolling and see what happens. So, Steph, what do you are you guys like your big Airstream trailer? Are you guys is that parked anywhere? Are you guys?
We
getting
have it in the
Airstream?
driveway right now.
Oh, okay. So do you ever go out and like camp in it?
We haven't this year. Last year we did a little bit, but because of COVID, there's not much really to do.
Yeah. I always wanted
camp out at Ringo's house. Camp out
you
back.
could actually. It's 35 acres, right? You could shove it in the backyard near the pond.
Nice.
But I always wanted an Airstream. I was like very envious when you bought like a newer series, and I had a chance to buy one for, I don't know, I think it was like $7,000, but it was an older one, right? And
the older ones are the best.
Yeah, and I kicked myself for not doing it. It was my buddy Len up in Sudbury. You probably know him, but yeah, I should have, because it was what the heck was it? It was one of the flagship models. It was really big, and yeah, those are so great.
Do you hang out with
They're
other
a fun
Airstream
project.
people?
What's that?
Like go on, meet up at the
we
big
haven't.
Airstream convention? No.
Like an Airstream
We
club?
haven't. That we were going to do that when I retired, but I don't think I'll be doing any big traveling for a couple of years after COVID.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Just
they're
across
so.
Canada.
Yep. I think once COVID's done, I'm going to hop on my Harley and just ride out to the West Coast or something.
Well, that's
to
where
do.
we're moving. So next year,
Oh, you're
selling everything,
there?
moving.
West Coast?
Yeah, moving to Victoria.
Oh, nice. Well, I might be doing something out there shortly. So, yeah, Victoria Island then?
Yeah.
Or, really? Wow.
Go where it's warm. Well, Canadian warm.
Yeah.
Are you guys looking
No
at property
snow.
now?
No, just condo. I don't want to look after anything.
Oh, okay.
No
I'm
cutting
done.
grass for me.
I'm shopping like I'm 85.
Oh, there you go. That's not a bad thing, but man, I knowing your other half, he'd probably want to get some kind of land, and because he's a bit of a prepper like myself. No, just wants
No,
to kind of.
he's done. Yeah, he's done looking after stuff.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to get. I've been looking at 100 to. Well, I found one that was 300 acres, and just in the middle of nowhere. So, yeah, dying to get some property I can get lost on. So
that's always.
I want
to. Yeah.
I want to get some property and build a tree house and rent it out for $500 a night.
Yeah,
like
no
the guy in
kidding,
Port
right?
Perry.
I'll rent it.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
split on the land. Let's do it.
All right, I'm down.
Like those are very popular. So you know what's really popular too now is if you own a lot of land, you can rent out, like you could set it up almost like a campground, but it's
To the hippies.
The way it works is like a B&B, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, my girlfriend and I were just talking about that. We were like, there's a thing. It's like it's the hippie camping site or something, and that's exactly what it is. It's, hey, I've got some land, I've got a pond, come and use it, bury your own crap, right?
Yeah, and it's pretty neat because, I mean, there's so many restrictions, like even on Crown land. Well, why are we shutting down Crown land? I mean, like right now. I mean, anyway, I don't want to get into that, but it's not easy to find space, and basically, I think we have an inherent right to be able to, whether you call it Crown land or whatever, unclaimed land, that we should be able to go on it anytime, right? But
yep.
I mean,
There should be more of it with the size of Canada, like the Ganaraskas and stuff like that.
Yeah,
places where you can dirt bike, you can walk, you can horse ride, you can do everything. We have so much land. There should be more. There should be more accessibility for ATVs and everything, I think.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So to switch gears, George, do you have any more trivia?
I have a mystery voice for you.
All right, let's do that.
All right.
It's getting
getting
close
late.
to 11.
Yeah, what
I
is
gotta
it?
wet my whistle before I answer.
Okay.
For sure. Kathy's saying I'm with Stephanie Ann, probably on the fact that, getting a condo and kind of like
and moving.
Leave
Ontario.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Well, if you leave Ontario, I'm not even going to go there.
No.
I'm leaving
It
Doug.
has its own,
Doug and I are breaking up.
Oh.
Yeah, see, that's where I wasn't gonna go. I was gonna say you still got to deal with Trudeau no matter where you go. But
yeah,
true that, Trudeau.
Yeah,
Trudeau.
little girly.
Nice hair though.
All right, hang on. Here we go.
There's a place called Antone's that I cannot live without very long. It's not uncommon on a Monday night to go in and see Buddy Guy, Mel Brown. It's incredible. You can go in and see. I've seen Albert Collins, Albert King at the same time there.
Oh my God, that's like
any offers.
It's somebody Southern. I want to say like Leonard Skinner, but I don't know their names. Richie Van Zandt, is that his name?
No, it's not.
One more time.
Hang on. Here we go. Somebody.
Kid Rock.
No.
It's called Antone's that I cannot live without very long. It's not uncommon on a Monday night to go in and see Buddy Guy, Mel Brown. It's incredible. You can go in and see. You can go in and see. I've seen Albert Collins, Albert King at the same time there.
Oh my God, the accent.
Yeah.
Somebody from the South.
It certainly is. I'll give you another one. Hang on, I'll go a bit more.
Where's he from?
I went down there, but there was, see, in Dallas,
Black
at the
Crows?
time, and still, it's pretty much still this way, not quite as bad. They used to hand you a list of songs, top 40 songs. If you didn't play those songs, you didn't have a gig, unless you played the cellar or somewhere, which was just waiting time.
He's no longer with us.
Oh.
From what?
Oh, is that Stevie Ray Vaughan?
Stevie Ray Vaughan. It
It
most
looks like
certainly is.
Yes. That's their buddy guy.
Good job.
Derek's on fire as usual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Kathy would have helped over that, but it is getting around that time.
Hey, live at the Elma Combo in Toronto. One of his
There you
best
go.
albums.
Yep. So Steph, are you working from home or do you go to work tomorrow or how does
No,
that-
I'm off right now. So.
Oh, okay. And Derek, we know what Derek does.
Yeah, I work tomorrow. I
Feeds
work.
the world.
Yeah, I sit in the corner and beat it. Yeah, I'm the only one who goes to work now.
You can't have any pudding if you don't beat your meat or eat your
greens.
Eat
Your
your
greens. Your greens.
eat your greens. You scallywag.
That's right. Awfully nice.
Hey, George, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What was the biggest culture shock moving to Canada? Besides driving on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah, there was that. Well, I've been here 2 or 3 times before. Well, 3 times before, just on holiday vacation, like. So I had, I love Toronto. I fell in love with Toronto. So I don't know really. The fact that
No pubs.
Yeah, well, maybe, yeah. There's probably that kind of culture. There you go.
Right.
You actually, I mean, it's changed back in the UK now, but back in those days, in the 80s, when I came here, no one sort of drank at home in England. You just didn't do it. Well, you did it, but no, just like there's pubs on every corner of the streets. You know what I mean? You actually went out to the pub.
That's what I loved when I went to England. We went out to the pub every night, and there was always different people there, and everybody talked to everybody. It was so friendly. It was the best.
Well, I went over one of the times I was over there, and I was staying with my sisters, and there was literally a train station next to her house, almost like you could walk about 200-300 yards to the train station, and then a few bit further up at the traffic lights was this pub called the Red Lion. Right, and I went over. One of the years I went there was, if you went the other way down the street, a bit further, there's the Wolf Pack. I mean, there's just pubs everywhere.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I went in to this pub, and one time I was supposed to go into Manchester. I was going to get some stuff in Manchester, and I missed the train. So I thought, the next one's not here for an hour, so I'll just nip in the pub and have a pint. This was like about 12:30, 1 o'clock, about noontime, right? I'll have a pint of that. Anyway, I just got talking to these people who were watching horse racing on the TV, and they're like, I got talking to them, and they said, where are you from? And I said, I'm from here, but I live in Canada. And, they go, yeah. And next thing you know, they've got you a pint of beer. People are buying you drinks. So this went on. I never got on the train. I just stayed there all afternoon in this pub, right?
Nice.
And I'd been in there with my sister at night as well, and I was over for 10 days. And the night before I was leaving, I was flying out in the morning, and there's a couple of friends of mine came round, and my sister was there, and they're all having the last pint or two, and 10:30 comes round, because in those days they closed at 10:30. Well, last call was at 10:30, or last orders, and the landlady who ran the pub came over. and she's like clearing the empties off the table while we're finishing off our drinks after, before, it's like 10 to 11 by now. And she looks over at me and she says, George, she said, like, when is it you go back to Canada? And I said, oh, in the morning. Like, and my sister's there. And she goes, oh my God. She said, I've lived here for 8 years. You come over for 10 days and the owner of the pub knows all about you, knows your name and everything. Like, well, it's what I do, It's what I do.
Yeah, it's so friendly there that when you say also going to neighbors to ask for things, so if you needed something, you could just go to the neighbors. And here that culturally hasn't been since like the 60s or early 70s.
Yeah.
I'll disagree because my neighbors down the road, hey, you got any cheese? Yeah, I got some halloumi.
Yeah.
Like, we're making halloumi or feta or whatever, right? We do it all the time.
Yeah. When I was growing up as a kid, I can remember, somebody in the same street coming up and asking for a cup of sugar because they just run out.
Yeah, if you need milk or sugar, but that's not commonplace here anymore. Like the kids today wouldn't ever think to go and ask the neighbor for something.
Yeah.
Derek, you're up in a kind of a rural area too, right? Like, I mean,
farm country.
You've had some time to develop a relationship with, but definitely in urban, it's just not popular. Like, excuse me, can I have a little spot of sugar?
It was just like
now
people
it's like, hey,
hide
man,
when
got
the
a
door
dime bag?
It's like, oh, the guy wants to kiss me.
Yeah.
Well, it's not sugar, just for my coffee. No. I would ask for sweetness.
We actually we didn't used to even lock our doors. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Back when I was growing up a kid, you didn't have to lock.
Well, you got to lock your doors now.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
But it's just like that. You just didn't bother locking your door.
Or you get excited when people come to the door and now everybody hides and turns out the lights.
Who's here?
And it's not even Halloween. Yeah. It's not even Halloween when you do that.
Well, now you get the, what is it, Nikki Nine Doors from Amazon. It's like, then they ran away, right?
We don't even get that, man. We just all of a sudden get an email. Your package has arrived. Go out there.
Photo.
Half the guys out here, they park on the road and walk up the driveways, right?
Yeah.
You
Kind of, they can't turn around.
Get a photograph of your front door and on an email going delivered. Yeah.
Well, the delivery guys call me my first name now, right? It's like, that's how much we get. Like, we get Amazon here every day. My daughter just buys it all the time.
Yeah. It's addictive. It's addictive.
It is. Like, I mean, I use it quite often, but till my credit card declined. But it's just like, wow. It's so easy. And I wonder in the future, like the distant future, how that's going to affect the big box stores. So my vision and almost a wish is that you buy, like, you go to Amazon or what's Shopify, to get things a big box store would maybe provide you with, but the smaller businesses all of a sudden become important again, right? And I think people really need to look at that, because if you look at the box stores and everything, what have they done? They're the biggest issues in terms of crazy social, not social gathering, but gatherings, right? And the big box stores have been kind of like, well, I don't want to name them, but you know which ones they are. But you go by their parking lot, there's no social distancing, and then they're hordes of people, right? It's crazy.
There is one.
I prefer the small stores.
So do I.
I do.
And if you look at the crisis that we're under and how, I mean, who kept us fed? It was the smaller places, and then every bigger place came up with parking lot pickups. But somebody posted something this morning that it was trying to think what product it was. It was just a can of something that was $29. So what's happening now is, people were, some of the vendors were kind of inflating prices at the beginning, anticipating there could be shortage when there wasn't. But now it's happening, and there's a true shortages out there, right? So, but
that was our draw to Victoria, is that there are very few box stores out there,
Yeah.
We didn't, when we were there for the 2 weeks, we didn't see a Tim Hortons. We didn't
Yeah.
see a McDonald's. It was all small stores. The grocery stores were all organic stores. Nobody was on their phone. Everybody was outside. We went to a mall on a Saturday. There was nobody there.
Yeah.
It was just a completely different atmosphere of everybody being outside. Nobody looking, like I said, nobody looking at their phone.
Maybe I'll bring a tent and visit you in your backyard, because I really think so. You haven't seen all of that, but chances you're going to find Bigfoot out there are pretty. The probability is pretty good, because Victoria Island has, I think,
the trees are beautiful out there. So
when
I'm
you're
sure
in
there's
when you're in a
some hiding there.
rainforest,
Oh yeah, yeah. It's gorgeous out there. But yeah, I think historically the most sightings. And what's weird about that is through my business relationships, I used to do conference calls with a Victoria team, and I've actually asked them that, like, okay, before we get into this facility stuff, what have any of you on the call, do you know anybody, or have you had any experiences around Bigfoot? And of course what the hell are we doing, right? Like, what's he talking about? But oddly, most of them have said no. It's not a thing, right? So,
yeah, I kind of believe that.
Well, I promise I'll go looking.
yeah, no, well, I mean, you get, the exercise alone would be awesome, but to get out in that, yeah, I mean, those trees are probably the oldest trees on the planet in some
They're
cases.
huge. They're absolutely huge.
Yeah.
Just don't use the mating call if you're hunting Sasquatch, right?
Oh no,
No
no.
way.
What are you gonna do if it comes at you?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Gotta wear the armor. Chastity belt, armor.
Chastity belt, armor. What? It's Bigfoot. He's going to. Well,
he's got big feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, big shoes.
That's right.
Well, is that Bigfoot? Oh, there's Richard. Hey, Richard.
Hi, Richard.
Being social and friendly is a great way to be. Our neighbors weren't that way when we moved in, but our immediate ones are now. So, yeah.
That's so true.
My neighbor seems like he's a nice guy, but he's a little interesting because he's a professor, I think, at the university, but he cuts his lawn with a pair of garden shears, and I could never figure that out. But he doesn't, his house is probably worth a couple of million. Yeah, the yard is. He won't invest in equipment or even a lawnmower, so I find that kind of interesting. But
yeah, some people are like that though. They don't want to spend that money. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I can do it with my hands. Why would I buy a machine?
Yeah, but you gotta, poor guys like crouch down, and he's got a dress shirt on, and it's like, wow. But nevertheless, a nice guy. I don't think I'd be going over asking for
a cup of sugar.
Sugar, no. But
we know all of our neighbors.
Yeah,
we know all of our neighbors. But my husband's retired. My husband Mark, he's retired, and the kids call him the mayor of Farewell.
Well, so he's got too much time on his hands.
Yeah.
Get off my grass, kid.
When I moved in here, so it'd been 9 years. It's certainly in June. I was sat out there one Sunday evening, and I think I've told this before, but I had a little chimney fire, so I had it out on the, at the back. Had the barbecue going. I'm just there on my own this particular evening, and so I'll just do a pork chop, whatever I had. Next thing I hear boom, boom, boom on the back gate, and the guy who's been here since day one, apparently, because he kept telling us he's number one. He's been here since the houses were built. I call the fire department on me for having a little fire at the back, a little chimney thing. Yeah, so I thought, there you go.
Instead of coming over to talk to you.
Yeah,
welcome.
Yeah. No, thanks.
No, like people would do that, but I have to say though that where I used to live, on Ashgrove, Steph, the area, but I knew the neighbors like down my street, but when the house market went up, everybody moved. But it got to the point where I had a snowblower, so I'd clean everybody's, 4 or 5 different houses. I'd always do their driveway and everything, but and then I do the boulevard because I was on a corner. So it kind of got to the point where all I was doing, I do that, and the minute I maybe didn't get out there fast enough or salt the ground, I I'd get people complaining, right? So the bylaw officer would show up. So I'd say, hey man, like, I'm doing way over my part. So there was that, and of course on my corner the kids that was a school crossing, right? So I had to maintain that. But then in the summertime and the wintertime, people would walk their dogs. Their dogs would take a crap, and they would take it, throw it in a little bag, or just leave it there on my lawn. But I had a tree line, so they'd throw it in the tree line. So I was forever picking up, poop bags for dogs and condoms. It seemed like to throw condoms my way as well. But
that was your lawn.
Exactly. So I just got to the point. I made a sign one time that said I was going to plop it on my lawn, but I was advised probably not to. But it said, if you don't want a 300-pound man shitting on your lawn, please pick up after your dog. Right? So, but I didn't do it, and I lost the extra 70 pounds. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's not like it was, George. You can't. Oh, can I get a spot of sugar? Right? It's not like that.
Have you got any spare milk? Can you a bottle of milk?
Yeah, and right now you look at your neighbor's place, and it's all about skullduggery and stuff. But all right, so I think we're gonna wrap it up here. And thanks for you guys being on, Stephanie, and
great to see you.
Well, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, Derek, Derek's been on the show a couple of times. This is Stephanie's first run, and hopefully it won't be your last. I think we'd like to get you guys on again.
Absolutely, yeah.
And George, thanks for the trivia tonight. I think Derek, on Heiko's behalf, was taking a list of people that were chiming in.
I did do that.
So if you have that list and you want to run through it.
I spy with my little eye. Keisha, thanks for coming out, Keisha. Tyler, sorry. Phil, Aaron. Oh, who's that one? Robin, Kathy, Matthew from the House of Haunt, Matt, and Richard. Thanks for coming out, guys. Thanks for having us. And Heiko, we hope you get well, buddy.
Yeah, we'll check in with them. We'll be on next week, and to our friends out on Indie Rock Radio. Hope you enjoyed the show.
I think the internet just dropped out there for a little while.
Yeah, on your end.
Yeah,
I saw you kind of cool.
Yeah, Georgia just blinked.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Definitely. Yeah.
Oh, Kathy says they rock, meaning you two guys, I guess.
Thanks,
Kathy.
Yep. So I mean, I think we'll just do more. It doesn't really, Heiko doesn't have to go and throw himself off a building to, get you guys on. We can find an easier way to do that.
Well, he fell through a trap door. So that's why he did it. Yeah, it's crazy.
It might have been rigged, right? So who knows?
Keisha, come on, Dad, run!
Yeah, I want to do an experiment. Yeah, I want to write a thesis for my
engineering.
And I'd like to thank people on YouTube and Twitch. I see the Twitch is picking up, whatever that is. Is that your dog?
Yeah, the whining. Yeah, she doesn't bark; she whines. She goes.
That's cool.
Yeah,
attention.
It is. You should see her at 3:00 in the morning on my chest when she does that.
Yeah,
it's real cute.
My dog actually, when he's wrapped up like a burrito, sleeping on my bed, the Corgi Shepherd, he, I guess he forgets where he is, and then all of a sudden he'll, like, if my hand touches him or whatever, he'll just all of a sudden growl and flip up, and then he rolls back up again.
Yeah.
But oh, wait a minute. Here, I'm just looking at the comments here, and I noticed one. Oh, no, actually, Kathy said something about. Here's a random comment. I didn't know that Roddy Piper passed away a few years ago.
Yeah, he's a wrestler. They all passed away a few
yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, I think she
Except
was
for Hogan.
into. Yeah. Oh, I missed a whole bunch of messages here. What the heck? I wasn't on the ball. Matt had a couple of. Anyway, yeah. So we're gonna wrap it up, and I think we lost Stephanie. So we'll see you guys next week, and thanks for being on. I'm gonna toss you guys in the green room, and we'll wrap it up.
Okay. Stay dancing, my friends.
Yeah.
Watch out for the next video. There's a few more coming up.
Yes, those are great
There
videos.
you are. Here I am.
All right.
Yeah.
See everybody next week.
So yeah, those Halloween haunt guys are really something, aren't they? I like the video, and they're kind of scary. But I hope to see them again, maybe live next time. But I am going to check out their socials and look them up on Facebook for sure. And I'm going to like them because I like them. See you next time. Well, that's another wrap for the Heikadelic Show, folks, so time to get dirty. And don't forget, listen in next week on Monday night and every Monday after that for the Heikadelic Show at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like more information on the Heikadelic Show, please find us at www.theheikedelicshow.com or .ca. We'll see you all next week on the Heikadelic Show. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor for the Heikadelic Show, it's easy. Just send us an email at info@theheikedelicshow.com. Meanwhile, you can browse our website at www.theheikedelicshow.com or .ca. Click on our sponsor tab and find out more information on sponsorships. Thanks for joining the Heikadelic Show, fans.